Okay, 9.4, we are going to talk about standard deviation. So we're going to calculate and use standard deviation. So when we talk about standard deviation, we need a few vocabulary words first. So population and sample. Population is all the members of a specified group, whereas sample is just a part of the population, used to describe characteristics of the whole population. So when calculating standard deviation, we can look at either the whole population or the sample. And this is mostly what we're going to look at, is the sample. The measure variation just describes how the data in a set is spread out. And one of those measures of variation is standard deviation. So it measures how far the numbers in a data set deviate from the mean. So basically, it indicates how close to the average the data is clustered. All right, so we have a data set of 6 numbers here. We are going to find the standard deviation. So you do need a graphing calculator for this. So you're going to click the stat button, which is directly to the left of your arrows, and then hit edit, the first one. And in list 1, you're going to type in those values. So you're going to hit 52, enter, 63, 65, 77, 80, 82. Then you're going to hit stat again, and you're going to right arrow over to calc, and the very first one is one variable stats. You're going to hit enter, you're going to make sure it says list 1 in there, and then you're going to hit calculate. And that's going to give you a whole set of data. But we want to look for the standard deviation, and you should see 11.75. So again, you're going to hit stat, edit, and you're going to enter values into L1, and then you're going to hit stat, calc, arrow over, and then one variable stats. And that will give you all of that. So that's what we're going to use for the remainder of today. Okay, 2 says, suppose you work in the quality control department for a computer company that manufactures computer parts. The specific part that you're to evaluate the quality of is supposed to be 8 micrometers in thickness. You obtained samples of 4 of these manufactured by the day shift and 4 manufactured by the night shift. So we're going to first find the mean, median, range, and standard deviation for the day and the night shift. We're going to use the same one variable stats. Just one thing to know is that when you look for the mean, it's going to say X bar like that. And then the range. The range, we're just going to take the max minus the min. All right, so let's look at the day shift. The mean, well, first we're going to edit. So we're going to hit stat edit again, and we're going to type in our values again into list 1. So I have 7.9, 8.0, 8.2, 8.3. And then we're going to hit stat calc, one variable stats to calculate. So the mean is 8.1. The median, if you just need to arrow down a little bit, 8.1. The range, we're just going to take the highest minus the lowest, which is 0.4. And then the standard deviation is 0.18. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the night shift. So same thing, stat edit, type in your values, 2, 4, 12, 14. Stat calc, one variable stats. The mean is 8. The median is 8. The range would be 12, 14 minus 2. And the standard deviation is 5.88 or 5.89. So, what conclusions can you make based on your findings? Which shift would you prefer the part to be manufactured by? Um, if we look at this, what this is telling us is that, so even though the average, the mean and the median of the night shift are 8, if we look at the range for both and the standard deviation for both, the day shift is much smaller. So the day shift has less variability, which means that we have a better chance of them being close to that 8 micrometers that we want. So I would choose the day shift. Last example, you're going to do the same thing. So you're just going to plug in these values for Jefferson Valley Bank and for Bank of Providence. You're going to do the same thing. Find the mean, median, mode for both, and then which one looks better. So what you should get if you're doing this on your own is the mean is 7.15, the median 7.2, the mode 7.7, the range 1.2, and the standard deviation 0.48. And then for Bank of Providence, the mean 7.15, so that's the same. The median 7.2, also the same. Mode 7.7, also the same. But now here, look, my range is 5.8 and my standard deviation is 1.82. So again, if we're looking at those two values, I'm going to choose Jefferson Valley Bank, which is single, because it's more efficient. There's less variability. And then why do you think most banks have switched to that? Well, because it shows that there's less variability or a smaller range of wait times. So people know more of what to expect. Okay, so that is standard deviation.